All right, so we're going to look at a whole bunch of grays, really popular ones, nice range of undertones. We're just going to flip through them quickly, and we're going to see which type of white paint colors they like the most. We've got Benjamin Moore's Chantilly Lace as our true white. That would also be, it's a placeholder for Sherwin-Williams High Reflective White as well. Benjamin Moore Simply White, that's a nice bright warm white. Benjamin Moore White Dove, that's a soft warm white, so similar to Sherwin-Williams Alabaster, somewhat like Benjamin Moore Cloud White. Sherwin-Williams Pure White, which is also a soft warm white, but you can see it's much more toned down than White Dove. Sherwin-Williams Ceiling Bright White, which is a cool white with some blue in it. Benjamin Moore Decorators White, which is a soft white with a bit of gray, kind of a violet blue undertone. So let's see what works. Benjamin Moore Collingwood. Looks kind of pretty, bouncing off that bit of yellow in Simply White. We probably can't go much warmer than this, or we'll worry about Simply White and the yellow in it. Chantilly Lace, nice and clean and simple. Sherwin-Williams Pure White is nice. It's that little bit more toned down. I like that. Benjamin Moore White Dove is just on the border of being too warm and creamy. It's definitely doable. On a large scale, I've seen this. It looks pretty, but you probably wouldn't want a color with much more violet, much more warmth would be iffy, or you wouldn't want a white with much more yellow in it. No, not good. Nope, this is too cool of a white, and Collingwood's a warm gray. Sherwin-Williams Repose Gray, so another type of warm gray. We looked at Collingwood, so you can see Repose Gray is grayer, a little bit more toned down, slightly bit darker. Let's see, Simply White, interesting. Chantilly Lace, nice, crisp and simple and clean. Pure White is fabulous. This toned down warmth really pulls into Repose Gray nicely. Those work, but the yellow just starts interacting a little off with the bit of violet in Repose Gray. No, this is just that bit too cool. Repose Gray is warm, and that's too blue. You can really see it there. Remember, Repose Gray can sometimes pick up a wink of green. Benjamin Moore Gray Owl looks wicked pretty with Simply White. Love that kind of bright warmth in there, bouncing off this slightly cooler look. Nice and crisp and clean with Chantilly. Stunning with Pure White. Love that. A little bit toned down warmth looks nice. And there you see where the yellow in White Dove is popping up a bit more compared to the cooler look of this. I don't dislike that, but I might go to Benjamin Moore Cloud White instead, which is just a little lighter. Or I'd pop back to Simply White, preferably. No, too cool, too violet. Benjamin Moore Stonington Gray. Lovely. Love how that bright warm white really hits Stonington. Crisp and clean. Stonington is our kind of stormy gray with the blue, slightly blue-green undertone. Pure White and Stonington are awesome. White Dove totally works, whereas Gray Owl is a bit lighter. It was starting to fight. These two work, but again, I might bump over to Cloud White just to lighten it up a stitch. No, just not working for me. Way too stormy. It just seems a bit hard from this angle. I'm going to say it seems a bit fresh in comparison. Again, that violet won't cut it. Sherwin-Williams Light French Gray, a lovely stormy gray with a violet undertone. I like that with Simply White. Some violets don't work with the yellow quite as well, but that because this is a bright warm, it looks really pretty. Simple, so yeah, Benjamin Moore Chantilly Lace or Sherwin-Williams High Reflective White. Pure White is lovely, so you can see how it goes from a little bit more crisp and clean to that little bit more soft and muted. White Dove works. This has a bit more depth, so it's not fighting that yellow as much. But if I'm going to choose, I'm definitely going to go with Pure White instead because it's more toned down. Too blue. Yeah, Decorators White could handle Light French Gray. Just catches it. Benjamin Moore Revere Pewter. Nice warm gray with an earthy green undertone. Looks all right with Simply White. Revere Pewter can look really nice with true whites, but because it's that warm gray, little earthy, it does tend to like a softer approach. So it's not that you can't, it leans just into a little bit more softness. That's Pure White. There's White Dove. I don't mind that. Again, you could go to Benjamin Moore Cloud White would be nice. Heck no. Heck no. We've got Sherwin-Williams Conservative Gray. Nice gray with a green undertone. Looks amazing with Simply White. Chantilly Lace, nice and clean. So look at how those two interact a bit. The yellow in Simply White interacts with the green. A little bit makes it interesting. Whereas this is just clean and simple. Pure White looks gorgeous with it. I have no problems there. As soon as we get to White Dove, we're on the edge of being a little bit too yellow. They're interacting a bit too much. Whereas those two hit a really good spot. Too blue, too violet. Sherwin-Williams March Wind, another nice stormy gray with a violet undertone. Well, looks nice with Simply White. Great with Chantilly Lace, nice and clean. Works with Pure White. Definitely works, but again, if I'm going to choose, I'm going to soften it, cut back that yellow just a bit. No, too blue. We can do Decorators White with that. That works. Sherwin-Williams Alpaca. So this is a considerably warm gray with a nice violet undertone. So notice as we get warmer, the yellow in Simply White starts interacting a bit more, and it still works, but I'm probably more inclined to hit that, a cleaner approach, a nice true white, or go to Pure White, which is that toned down, soft white. A little bit much yellow in there. Again, you can do this. You just need to be aware that the yellow in White Dove or Sherwin-Williams Alabaster can make your walls look that little bit more taupe, a little bit more violet pink just in comparison. Too blue, and this is too cool for the type of warm violet in there. So there you have it.